Hello everybody, this is Goose and Fox coming at you with another testing video here tonight. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Gym Gatheroad type, which is similar to the Char's Gelgook, is now available in the Recycle Ticket store. And originally I think this suit you had to get through owning SD Gundam Battle Alliance, as it is a collaboration with that game. I'm not exactly too sure on that, so if anyone knows for certain, feel free to put it in the comments. But it is in the RT store now, meaning it is going to be more available to everybody. And yeah, it's just another suit that I really wanted to cover, and also a suit that I really wanted to try. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to jump right into it here. And the Gym Gatheroad type, or as I'm probably going to call it, the Gatheroad Gym throughout this video here, is a 300 cost raid unit that is usable in both ground and space. For your mobile suit stats, you have an HP of 11,000. For your resistances, you have a flat 10 in everything. You have 20 range strength and 10 melee strength. You got 130 movement speed, 190 top speed, 55 thruster gauge, and 60 turning speed. For your part slots, you got 6 close, 9 mid, and 5 long range slots. And for the other stats here, you do have a melee priority of 3, you have ground compatibility, so you do have boosted performance on ground maps, and this suit is a 2-star. And moving on to the weapons, when it comes to the stats, the only thing that kind of worries me is the low resistances, so I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to buff those up, but yeah, going to the equipment here that you get with this suit. Your main primary is going to be the Beam Spray Gun ×2. That's 550 power with a 90% heat rate and 250 range. And this is going to be a instant stun weapon, and it's also going to be the only primary that this suit comes with. Your next weapon is going to be the Gatheroad Beam Saber. This is 1750 power with a cooldown of 2.5 seconds. Pretty standard for most melee weapons. And again, this is your only option for the melee slots here. Next you have the Gatheroad Head-Mounted Vulcan. That is 90 power, 20 ammo, and 150 range. And yep, that is your pair of head Vulcans. This one does have less ammo than typically like a bunch of suits have. Usually the default is 30 ammo for head-mounted Vulcans, but this one does have 20, and there is a reason as to why, which I will get into when we go into the testing here. Next, we have the Beam Spray Gun ×2 Rapid. That's 300 power, 10% heat rate, and 300 range. And this does lack suppression fire, and it does have to stop the fire, but it is a rapid fire alt fire for the beam guns. And then you have the Gatheroad Beam Saber ×2. This is 2000 power with a cooldown of 3.5 seconds, so longer cooldown time than most standard melee weapons. That is something you want to consider if you do decide to use this weapon here. And moving on to the skills here, we have Assault Booster, High Spec Ambac Level 2, High Performance Balancer, Maneuver Armor, Melee Combo Controller. So you only have 2 melee swings with this suit here, so something to keep in mind, as typically with raids it's 3 swings, but the suit does have 2. You have Emergency Evasion System, so you do have a dodge roll. You have Leg Shock Absorber Level 2, and Frontline Support System Level 1. And just going to have the mobile suit explanation up here. Again, the suit is from SD Gundam Battle Alliance. I do believe this is supposed to be the starter suit for that game. So yeah, pretty cool to see it in this game in the GBO2 style. And yeah, without further ado, let's take it to port base and see what we are working with here. And yeah, it is a suit that I've actually been seeing a bit more recently, even before it was added to RT store. Like just playing 300, kind of saw this suit a bit. So yeah, probably going to see a few more of them now that it is available to more of the mass player base. But yeah, going to start off with the main weapon here. And as I mentioned, that's going to be a instant stun, and you can use this while moving. And yeah, gonna do some pretty good range damage against the gun cannon mass production type. Moving on to the melee here, just go through the patterns. And you do have a poke downswing with this suit here. And as you can see, pretty standard when it comes to melee. Go for a downswing. And yeah, look at the gun cannon mass production type here. And yeah, you can do some pretty decent damage. As you know, being a raid, you are going to have a type advantage to work with in your favor. Next is going to be the head-mounted Vulcans. As you can see here, these do have some really good stun accumulation. In 15 rounds, you can get a stun. So yeah, I think that's the reason why they didn't give it 30 rounds, because if it did have all 30, it would have the potential to get 2 stuns. So yeah, I think that may be what they were trying to go with this suit here. But yeah, really cool function for the Vulcans here. Next we have the double beam spray gun. This stops the fire, and that fires in sort of a burst there. And if you fire it twice in a row, it will take all of your ammo there. So it will overheat, I should say, would be the proper term to put it as. So yeah, if you use it twice in a row, you will have to deal with overheating. And here is the double beam saber here. I think the melee pattern is pretty standard when it comes to the double beam saber. Thing you do have to watch out with this is that you cannot hit more than once with the double beam saber. So yeah, that can only be used once, while the single beam saber gets 2 swings. Moving to the Zagak here. And yep, again, still have some pretty decent damage, especially when it comes to range. This definitely does feel like it's going to be more of a range-based raid. And you can get a pretty simple combo off here. Really, it does seem like you want to go for a downswing with the single beam saber. If you do decide to go with a melee combo, these does seem like you want to go with the single into double back into single. It does seem like it's going to be your best bets with this suit here. Okay, so I whiffed the second downswing here. Let's try it against the Gym Command. See if I can land it this time. Go with that. And it does look like I actually missed there with the how low the Gym Command there was. But we'll try it against the... if I can land the poke, we'll try it against the... There we go. The gun cannon mass production type, and yeah, I was able to get it that time, but it does seem like with the poke, yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be able to hit everything. And since 300 does have some pretty small suits, especially mobile suits like the Thunderbolt ad guys, although those suits have big heads, you might be able to hit them. But yeah, it does seem like with some suits you do want to watch out for how exactly you're going with the downswing poke. And if you don't want to go for that, you can always go for the beam guns as well on a down target. I wonder how much damage this actually does to legs. I think that'd be the most interesting thing to see if these are good leg breakers. Well, they might have the potential for it. We'll see, we'll wait for the iframes on the Gym Command here, and see if we can try to get something. So it does look like it didn't break the legs, and it doesn't look like I'm really making much progress either, but it's still really good as a damage dealer, and you could always put parts to modify it, so maybe that might kind of help with that, but I don't think I've really ever seen that beam gun used as a leg breaker. But yeah, you do have an alternate option on using that as a follow-up to a downswing if you desire. So yeah, really cool option there. And yeah, I don't think I have really too much else to say about this suit here. It is a pretty simple raid here with its concept. Does seem like it's more like a ranged raid with the way it is structured, but other than that, yeah, does seem like it's gonna be pretty decent at 300. The only thing I would really worry about is that you do have suits like the Thunderbolt ad guys that I mentioned earlier. Especially the general. That suit is really good at melting raids, so yeah, there's going to be something you want to watch out for. But other than that, I feel like in most situations, other than that, this suit should be able to function fairly fine. So yeah, I think that's going to be everything I have to say about this suit here. I'm just going to hop out and get in my normal position here. So yeah, does seem like it's going to be alright. I'm going to have to test it in the field to really get a real look at how this suit works. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this testing video here. Comment down below what you think about the Gatheroad gym. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.